Hey guys, welcome to the third round of the Legacy League. Not challenge, not daily, not whatever. We are up against Cyrus. Cyrus usually likes to play some kind of all-inish decks. At least from what I remember, I think he's like more of a Belcher guy or something. So this, even though there's a chance that he plays something else, I'd rather not bet on that. So this hand doesn't seem great. This hand is actually okay. I'm gonna put this to the bottom because usually against this kind of deck you'd rather have only one of the symbiotes, if any of them at all. But let's find out what he's up to. Like, if he goes for like a, I don't know, goblin draw, then we can certainly beat that. Like 10 goblins, maybe. Oh, snow-covered island. Okay, this is something completely different then. Like, first thought would be some kind of miracles list, but he doesn't really strike me as a miracles player. So could also be Storm, I guess. Yeah, Storm makes sense because Snow-Covered Island, they like to get like fancy with that kind of stuff. Delta. So right now, especially given his history, I think it might actually be A and T. In which case, I definitely like this hand so much more than the previous one. Like, technically, this hand can even win next turn if you get Heritage Druid. Yeah, then there's actually a chance that we could do it. But if you don't, then we'll still have Deathwatch Shaman available, which is always a great thing against A&T, especially pre-board when they can't remove the Deathwatch Shaman. Interesting, he goes for Snow-Covered Swamp instead of Underground Sea. Maybe his hand is all Underground Seas. That would be sweet. Let's see. Lotus Battle. Technically it could also be something like Tin Fins, but the blue would throw me off there. Also, he just goes for the setup spell. So he's gonna have 4 cards in hand at the end of this. Actually, he might continue going. Like, if he finds LED and then this card uses LED, and then he's got 6 mana, then he can flashback Past in Flames. But then he goes to 3 mana. That, yeah, let's see. So maybe this really was just another mana source. Infernal Tutor. Oh, I guess that's the difference between winning and losing the coin toss then. Past in Flames. I've seen people lose, but it's pretty much impossible to do it here because they flashback like all the rituals and stuff, and then they realize, oh, they don't have spell mastery or whatever it's called for Dark Petition. But yeah, that's not something that's gonna happen here unless he decides to flashback Past in Flames at some point. Dark Petition, and that should be Tendrils, I guess. If he's like one of those guys, then he flashes back Cabot Therapy for something stupid, like be original. If it's like Abandon Hope, then that's boring. Elvish Champion. Okay, I guess that's a cool thing. I like that. That's like a way to make a compliment. You know, that's how you are classy about that. Like Abandon Hope, that's so overused and boring, but that's a classy way to do it. I like that. Get us. Okay, so postboard. I was about to say post-mortem, not post-board. Definitely all of those. This is also great if you can get it going, and then Scavenging Ooze because it interferes with his graveyard plan. It's annoying because I think the A&T players lately have played a lot of Ground Seal. I even recently was involved in a discussion about Ground Seal on the Facebook group for A&T, where like half of them said they don't like Ground Seal against Elves, whereas to me that's like the scariest card they can ever have. Because like my game plan is so much focused on getting Deathlight Shaman and Quirion Ranger, I don't really care much about all the other options. Usually taking out a couple glimpses, if not all of the glimpses, and then also some of the late game. Because even though it's the matchup, especially postboard, is grindier than most people think, it's not that grindy. The only card I'm looking at is Sylvan Library now, because Sylvan Library gets us closer to Lost Legacy. Or at least Mindbreak Traps that sometimes buy a turn to get into Lost Legacy, but let's see. Also, this is a great way to like adapt to the whole thing where they run whether I run Groundseas. Oh, by the way, didn't I talk to Cyrus about that on that group? I don't even remember. And like he mentioned, like he and the other guys mentioned that they side out discard spells, and that's something I've noticed over the years, that they usually take out like 3 of their 6 or 7 discard spells, and that's also a reason why I really like the Mindbite Traps, because it puts them in that awkward spot where they have to find a card of which not a lot of are in the deck anymore, so they kind of have to keep those in, even though they apparently don't really want to. Also, I think they sometimes bring in Flusterstorms, so maybe I should take out like 2 greens and Senates. I don't know. Could also just keep Glimpse. I think 2 Glimpse is not bad. I like keeping the Nether Sentinels because they put pressure on the opponent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run with this. On the play, I can see bringing in the Slim Library too. On the draw, it's probably too slow, but let's find out. Since we're not playing discard spells, they probably won't play out their LEDs ahead of time, which is unfortunate because that reduces the value you get of your Reclamation Sages. Okay, so this hand, it's not bad. It probably wins on the 3rd turn. Very likely wins on the 3rd turn. The thing is, he probably will have more discard spells, so that makes Natural Order more of a liability. I think I'm going to mulligan this. I kind of want to hit the Leyline. Okay, this is great. This can win on the 2nd turn. I like winning on the 2nd turn. Like, he just killed us on the 2nd turn, sure. Now we're going to kill him on the 2nd turn. Whoa, what is he doing? Oh, he's scrying. Oh, he went down to 6? Sure. He went down to 5. Okay. Lost Legacy. Interestingly named card. Just play Ponder. Okay. Everything going according to plan. Is my mic running? Sure, it is. You don't even need to see you. Okay, this is gonna be sweet. Are you ready? Here we go. Do you know what time it is, opponent? You know what time it is? It's this time. Lost Legacy. Let me see your deck. I really want to see your deck. I do not daze me, that would be crazy. That's like some...
Combo whore.
Oh, we're playing 4 of those in the sideboard. We're playing 4 of those. At least, like, I want to implant the thought in his mind. I don't even know where he lives, but I probably have to send it. Actually, this way, because that's the Munich airport. I like that. Here, send us a message. Oh, I think you can't see messages while sideboarding. There's something about that. Do I want to change anything? That was easy. That was surprising. Maybe I'm actually going to take out the Rex Sage. He's probably not going to play his LEDs ahead of time, and Groundswell we don't care about as much as we used to now that we have Leylines. And he probably also doesn't really have... he might have ways to remove the Leylines, but usually only like 2. Do I bring in Summon Library or another Glimpse? I could see Library. It's weird. I actually could see Library. On the draw, it's so bad. I'm gonna hate. Nah, I think this might be a hand where we have Leyline now. So Rex Sage won't be as important, even if not even sure if we're gonna need it anyway. Maybe Glimpse. Just not a really big fan of it. Like if you like, I usually like keeping hands that have some disruption, then creatures that do something. And Glimpse is the opposite of that. Glimpse doesn't do anything. Maybe Visionary. Okay, but let's do the Visionary thing. Not a big fan, but this is how we roll today. I think this is actually good enough. Because it has a lot of potentially great top decks, and we get the Tournament Death by Chain, which is very important. Even though he might take out the Glimpse with this card before we get there, or Flusterstorm it, we are still gonna... yeah, that's fine. We're still gonna be in an okay position. And now even more so. But we're still gonna go for the Shaman. Now top deck Glimpse would be pretty good. Yeah, you got that. I guess we're not in the game to actually beat that kind of draw. Oh, we can actually... No, he still has a land drop, so it's probably gonna be good Knight's Fist, but that's one of those cute spells. Okay, now needs to find LED. Maybe he already has LED in hand. He's down to 3. Okay. If we get a turn, I think he's dead. But there's a good chance he won't. He played Volcanic from hand? I didn't see... Oh, it's here, okay. Oh, he's got Chain of Vapor. He might just Chain of Vapor doesn't kill us next. But does he have the means to kill us next turn? Doesn't really look like. Like, we're definitely beating Empty the Barrens, even with if he flashes back Cabal Therapy, which he doesn't even have. Brainstorm, yeah. Brainstorm is good here. Brainstorm is really good here. It's basically Ancestor Recall with an upside of putting back lands in case you get like this. Yeah, but he's got too many cantrips to make that work. I guess it's all about finding the LED here. Cabal Therapy. Oh, is he going to Cabal Therapy himself? No. Interesting. We've got 2 untap effects. No mind backtrap. Oh, so I guess he found the LED then. Yeah, he found it. Unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. Yeah, got it. Well,
Combo whore.
got close, but don't always get there. So see you next game.